don't speak perfectly correct according to the
Oh
standard
yeah,
English
finally
book.
you admit it, right? Okay, native speakers, they don't use English correctly, right?
Yeah, but what does it mean to be correct? It means to follow a book that
Definitely. No,
the
not the follow the
government
books
writes.
actually. Every language has some instructions like grammatical syntaxes, They have a specific structure to follow or to refer. So that is the reason why if you just really want to be a confident speaker, so definitely you need to know exactly what the things are important. And see, we make mistake like we lose confidence when we don't know what we are talking. Then only we lose confidence. But the things that you're just talking about, if it is absolutely correct, that means you are confident. Am I right?
I didn't say it was absolutely correct.
Yes. And there's nothing difficult and nothing easy actually. The things that people don't know, that is difficult, and the things people know, that is easy, in my definition. Canadian English, British English, American English, they're all a little bit different from each other.
Canadian English and American English are not so different.
Yeah, they're quite close to each other, but British English is completely different because British is too far away, right? England is too far away, and that English did not influence Canadian just because Canada is very close to USA, I think.
I
Isn't?
think that there are three main groups of English in North America, at least in USA and Canada. There's the English of the Southern American states.
Mm-hmm.
There's the English of the kind of the New Jersey, New York area, and then
Okay.
there's the rest. And Canada is part of the
Okay.
rest. So actually, the English in some states is more similar to Canadian English
Mm-hmm.
than it is to other parts of the
Actually, it
United States.
varies only due to their accents. Like the accents, like regional dialects. But English follows the main IPA system. IPA. Do you know about IPA, International Phonetic?
I'm familiar with it. Yeah,
Okay,
I found
IPA.
it useful when learning Chinese.
Yeah, because everybody should pronounce each and every single word as per the rules of IPA. That's what I just teach here in India also. For example, we cannot say
What does that even mean? Every single sound is part of IPA.
yes,
Kind
yes, yes,
of,
every
yeah.
single yes. But the people living in the Asian countries, they do not follow this IPA sound system, and that's why sometimes unconsciously they're making a lot of mistakes while speaking in English. For example, I'm telling you, like they say procedure, but exactly it says procedure, like decision. They say decision. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily believe you need to learn.
No, but the native speakers, they always native speak. I'm not talking about you because you already find this environment right in your country. So okay, so you pick up this from the environment. But I'm talking about those people who are living in Asian countries. They do not find the environment as you are just getting in your country. So in this way, so they just pick up the wrong pronunciation, wrong IPA, and they develop that sound and they claim that this is English, means their country's English. Okay, but basically English, there are two types of English in the world. One is British and American. And other people
There's
like Canadian,
Australian, there's
yeah,
New
Australians, it is
Zealand,
based on their accents actually, the way they
there's
pronounce
more
them.
than one American.
Yeah.
I
Actually-
get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
And,
English language derived from England, right? British people, they developed this language, and then later on it spread all over this Europe and then the Western world. They had a great
But
influence in us.
I'm telling you, my friend, not to worry too much because maybe they don't speak, but if they speak at a level high enough for people to understand, isn't that good enough?
Yes, of course, that's true. What is the name pronunciation like nu NGU? What is the sound? How do you study English? Okay, I do
Me.
study English. Actually, I have a mentor. Okay, I have a mentor who is from California. His name is Christopher Ross. He's helping me over the internet to interact with the people, to share what is rare. That's it. And I have my YouTube channel also. Like where I teach my community people how to use English in an effective way. Durlab Smith. That is my YouTube channel. Somebody's typing, maybe.
Me.
Oh. By the way, what's your
Are-
name?
are
Actually,
you-
I cannot read your Chinese
Are
name.
you Bengali?
Yes, of course. Oh, you got my point. How do you know? Do you understand Bengali language?
I don't really understand it, but I looked at your YouTube channel,
Okay.
and the script, it looks similar to Hindi, but not exactly Hindi.
Yes, yes,
So
yes, yes. Oh, you know, are you aware of Hindi?
I know a little bit about Hindi, but I'm not such an expert in Hindi.
Yeah, and the place where I'm just living, the people talk in Bengali. Bengali, it's a regional dialect. Okay.
Are you from
Only
West Bengal?
yes,
Or
it's West Bengal. Yeah, West Bengal. This is the western part of India actually.
okay,
Sorry, not the western part. This is the eastern part.
eastern part.
Eastern part of. What is the name of the place you are living?
Alberta.
Okay. Please text it if possible, so that.
Okay, all right.
Oh, Alberta. Hmm. But the thing is that why did you put your profile name in Chinese? I think this is
I'm
Chinese.
learning Chinese.
Okay, Alberta.
Yeah, actually, I find the Asian culture very interesting. So.
Oh, Asian cultures. Yes, definitely. They are very good by nature. You know, like their opinions and philosophy. Hmm.
Yeah, I like the story of the Buddha.
Yes,
You know, when
definitely. Gautam Buddha. Gautam
yeah,
Buddha.
when he was 27 years old, he he went out of the wealthy life
Oh,
and saw the suffering in the world,
so you are
and
the
he understand that the wealth is not the answer to everything.
Mexican. Okay, so you're very close to United States, the northern part of, so the western part of Canada,
Northern West, very
western part
close.
of Canada, and then British Columbia next to your place.
Yeah, it's not so far.
Oh, Hudson Bay. Did you visit Hudson River? Like Hudson
Not,
River. That is
I
the
never directly been there. I was close to there, but never directly close.
okay.
I didn't actually see it with my own eye.
And the Hudson River is a very it's a major river in North America, I think. Hudson River. That is in the New York City, maybe, right? Hudson River. It's surrounded. It's around
River.
New York City.
Is New York along it? I'm not sure.
Have you ever been to the Asian parts, like Asian countries, ever in your life?
Never.
Never
I never
ever.
left the Americas.
Okay.
Oh yeah, apparently, yeah, New York. It is by Hudson.
Oh, it's a very peaceful country so far I know. Justin, what is the name of the Prime Minister? Justin Trudeau, no?
Justin Trudeau is the Prime Minister, similar to Narendra Modi.
Yes, Narendra Modi and Justin Trudeau. Our Narendra Modi is also very good. Like he comes one of the top international politicians, you know.
He's a controversial figure. There are people that like him, people that don't like him.
Yes, there are so many. Everybody, you know, like a person who is successful in his life, they are followed by two types of people. Some people like them and some people don't. And all some people criticize them. This is the basic human nature, I feel.
Of course, especially when you're in power, people's lives, they depend on you. So the people they think that you are benefiting them will love you. The people that will think you are exploiting them will hate you.
Yes. But there's a saying, you know, like I don't know whether you know this man or not. There's a person called Swami Vivekananda. Are you familiar with the name? Swami
no, I'm
Swami
sorry.
Swami Vivekananda. You know, he said, if people are not criticizing you, that means you're going on the wrong way. You're going like everybody, where everybody's going. You know, that's a common people. So if there is no criticizer, so you are going on the wrong way. We criticize only those people who are in power. That's absolutely right. And are you connected with the social media like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram?
I don't use it so much. I find that there's too much information that is not true that can depress me. from time to time, and I think that it is good to be informed, but not good to be bombarded with unnecessary propaganda. So I
Okay.
only really use this website, for communication.
That means socially you don't love to interact with the people whom you don't know, right?
It depends. I like to hear people's opinion time to time to understand what they say.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is the
But
only way we get to know the others' cultures as well. Like, for example, we are talking to each other, so we also get to know what our what our opinions are about our own culture. Like, once we talk to the people, then we get to know how they feel and what they feel. And education cannot be seen from outside, it can be understood only when somebody is talking to that person. That's why, unless or until we talk to a person, we can never understand how intelligent and how stupid he is, isn't it?
yes, yes.
That's why. So, how do you feel? What is your perspectives about me after talking to me? Because we have been talking more than 15 minutes, so.
You sound like a person that has a lot of interest in lots of topics, from languages to politics, and I'm sure others. I'm sure there's other topic that you could talk about. So I think you're a very nice man, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Actually, I consider people to be blessings in our life. Like people come for a reason. Like God already like designed everything in our future. Who is going to meet us? Who is going to stay with us? Who is going to leave us? Now, unexpectedly, we got to know each other after getting into this beautiful room. So it's a part of blessings, you can say, that we got to know each other. And the
Yes.
more important thing is that what is like people living in the society, they give us success, they give us strength, they give us the importance. Because we don't get the things from our family, but from the society and its people. What do you think, according to you? What is your opinion? Like the purpose of life should be?
The purpose of life is being good person and follow God's orders to be happy.
I
Okay.
think the purpose of life you have to make up, and if you don't make it up, you're just going to live life waiting for something that's not going to come until you make it up.
That's
Absolutely.
right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The purpose I live for others, for the society, bringing peace and prosperity possible if you are in position, bringing harmony, living together, smile, be happy, spread happiness. In short, okay. Nowadays, it's very tough to get happy,
Maybe.
to some
Maybe it was
extent.
always hard, or maybe it's easy, but people are just not making the right decision to do so.
Mhm.
Josh, with all the respect, I believe that there must be more serious thing about when it comes to purpose of life. You cannot just make up, by yourself, because in that case that would make you very selfish. And since you didn't bring yourself in this earth,
Mhm.
and so somebody brought you
Mhm.
with the your life, then of course it would be dependable in other things, like more. There should be like more meaningful purpose, not just to make up things.
But
I'm
the
not saying to be selfish, but maybe if you look at what people around you believe, and then if you're able to believe what they believe, then maybe you are best off if you just believe in it. But if you're unable to believe what they believe, then maybe it's not a good thing to reject it completely, but tweak it a little bit until it makes sense to you, and then believe that the edited version.
Actually, everybody's perspectives about life is different. Like we have the sea, we are the gifts of God. Our fingerprints also don't match with each other. It means like our thinking and the way we take things inside in our mind, it may also be different, and it has to be different, because if our thinking, if our choice, if our habits, they match like everyone else, so we are going to be like everyone else. That is not right. That is against the law of nature. We are born to be different and unique. God has a purpose. Like there's a saying that we don't follow others, right? Be the best version of yourself. It means everybody is unique. But the thing is that we should develop the capacity to judge people who is more intelligent. See, we need to get more knowledge and information. Okay, like a kid cannot decide what is right and what is wrong, right? A kid cannot decide because he is not so much aware of the reality or the things that is happening in our life. But the people who grow up with the time in the society, they pick up the information, they experience the new things, and then they form their own opinions to share what is rare. Like I believe, like whatever Sam is talking about, so he is right in his own opinion, because whatever knowledge he has, he is supporting his views from his understanding. And similarly, sorry, I cannot read out your spelling because you wrote
Josh is
Josh. Okay. So like whatever you are just sharing from your, based on your opinions, on your understanding. But the main thing is that how much opinions you have and what type of opinions you have and how much it is authentic or like judgmental, or so it depends on how much experience we are. Okay. So I think everybody's purpose should be different, but there should be someone or there should be something that should be followed, the standard. And that's why the holy scriptures came to exist, telling people the right things and wrong things. But people also misinterpret it, they just interpret it the way they understand it. Like God, for example, like God, the religions created by human beings only. And I consider religion is the law of nature. And God doesn't have its own shape. God is the power. That power can be felt or can be seen only in nature. God, what is the meaning of God? God stands for generator, G for generator, O for operator, D for destroyer.
I think there's kind of two things, I think there is the real truth about the nature of the universe, which is beyond what human are able to understand.
Yes.
And then there's another thing which human have to believe in order to make law and tradition
Absolutely.
to live with each
Belief.
other.
Belief is very important thing. If you believe it exists, if you believe God exists, God exists. If you don't believe God doesn't exist, God doesn't exist. So ultimately,
Well, if you don't believe that God doesn't exist,
yes,
that doesn't make that this true statement.
yes,
That's
but
just-
it's the personal opinions of everybody, right? If you don't believe, so how should I make you believe? For example,
Yeah. I
for,
agree
for,
with you.
for example, what happens? Like we never asked our parents that are you the real parents of? Are you the real parents? Are you the father? Or are you the mother? We never asked it, right? But because the mother and our parents told us they are our parents, and that's why we accepted. Means we had belief, we had faith. We never told them, okay, now go for DNA test, and then I just want the proof and evidence that if you are true father or mother or not. Did we ask any questions like that after we were born? So it's
No.
all. So this is based on the faith, because we believe, we trust them. If I suddenly say, yes, Josh, the person whom you consider to be your father is not your father, so you won't believe because you have faith, you have trust.
Yeah, but why would parents claim for their son in the first position?
Oh my God, they may also tell lies for so many reasons, right? People, like to err is human and to forgive is divine. It means people make mistakes. We make mistake.
No, I'm saying as a father, I consider, as mine
Mhm.
something, and if I'm not sure, I would make, a DNA test.
Hmm.
But
But maybe as a father, you believe that your child will live a easier life if they believe they are the real child of yours, So maybe you think that if you lie and say they are your real child, that their life will be easier.
So many people, they steal the baby child from the hospitals, right? And they may also meet with the other people who, and a child doesn't understand actually, like after he or she is born, a child
Maybe
doesn't
his real parents are dead.
Hmm. And we are born with zero knowledge. Our memory is blank at that time. We started picking up the information with the five senses. We have the five senses to learn and experience, like their like eyes, skins, tongue, and eyes, ears. These are the five senses, means the learning organs by which we pick up the information from the nature, and we mature with the passing of time. Who is
The big question is the morality, how you decide, and
hmm.
this is something that there's no rock that has it inscribed on the bottom. What is moral, what is immoral. It's not written in the stars, so to say. Societies, they evolved
Yes,
to
yes.
figure out what works
Hmm.
and that doesn't work. So there is a degree of belief
Hmm.
you have to have about this is right thing, this is wrong thing, and this changes over time depending on the new circumstance that the society encounters, and the old moral, they don't work anymore.
Hmm. Yeah, you sound great. Like you are a little bit more aware of this reality. Very nice, Josh. Your opinions like quite acceptable. By the way, you said that your field of study was science, right? Computer science. You said your field of study was computer science, but you have developed such a beautiful opinions. Like getting experience from the society or from the people you're associating with. You have formed a very good mentality and opinion. You're talking about this reality so beautifully. It doesn't sound that you are from the technical field. Okay, it
My,
seems
my,
like you are from the
my
spiritual field. A spiritual man.
I found that the answers that uh, that I don't know, the people that they hold onto the books of science as a religious person would hold on to their scripture. I found their answers to life to be unsatisfactory.
Hmm.
I've found reading about uh, the more I've read about Eastern religion,
Okay.
about Buddhism,
Hmm.
about Hinduism,
Okay.
I started to think maybe Christianity is not all that bad. I remember thinking in when I was a little bit younger, thinking, "Oh, Christianity, it's stupid. Christians are stupid. Jesus was a con man."
See,
But
the
now,
religions, according to me,
now
the
that I know more
Mhm.
about Buddhism, I think maybe
Yes,
maybe
yes.
Jesus wasn't all that
And
bad.
for your kind information, let me tell you one thing. The Buddhism is also the part of Hinduism. Do you know that? The Buddhist, like the people who follow the Buddhism, they are also actually, even the Gautam Buddha, as you said early, I mean, at the beginning of our conversation, like Gautam Buddha, he is also a Hindu person. His name was
But
Siddharth. His childhood's name was Siddharth.
Siddhartha Gautama, yeah, that was
Siddharth
his name.
Gautama, and he
But
was
even
Hindu.
Hinduism, it's
Mhm.
part of the Tao. It's in the Chinese, it means the way. It's the will of the universe,
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
how the universe should be.
Yes, you won't believe, like the Steve Jobs. Okay, he was saying he believed in Hinduism, means Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna. And we have our ISKCON temple also. Do you know the meaning of ISKCON temple? ISKCON means like International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Okay, all around this world there are ISKCON temples. So one day in USA, one day Steve Jobs, like his condition was not so financially, he was not so stable before, like when he was going through the struggling life. That time he didn't have enough food also, and he had to travel long distance in order to get some prasad. Prasad means like the food which is offered to the god Lord Krishna, and he used to travel that temple, Lord Krishna's temple, Hindu temple, in order to collect some food. Okay, and then he said, I believed in Lord Krishna and I trusted him, And really, because of him, I got so many things. Like even Einstein, he studied Bhagavad Gita. This is the Hindu holy scripture. Einstein, he also studied Bhagavad Gita. This is the Hindu holy scripture.
Einstein, he said many things that are far beyond
Human understanding, yes, far
average
beyond.
science.
Yes, yes. Albert Einstein,
He was not just a scientist; he was also a wise man.
a great philosopher, you can say, like Aristotle.
And even Sigmund Freud, his his knowledge of psychology.
Human psychology.
He started as a neurologist or a biologist, and he ventured into psychology, which is what he was known for. And he, based on the scientific method, understood that the
Josh, if you
answer
Josh,
that a lot of people give about science, that it's all what is in this world. You cannot any belief in anything more than this world is stupid. It cannot solve the psychological problem that people have.
got him. Yes, yes, yes. He has a very good understanding about spirituality, about real life. It's a great philosopher. See, Einstein said so many quotations which I'm really inspired for. Like one example, he said, "The purpose of education is not to read the written things, but to train the mind to think individually." Like what he wants to say in this line, like we should not follow the written things like somebody has already invented before. Instead, we should try to create something new. Then only new things or new discoveries will be there in our life. So many beautiful quotations that really inspires students a lot. Get away from here. One cat has come. Please tell.
Okay, my friend.
Okay, please, you also.
Yeah, this is me.
Oh, where are you? Okay, I'm also turning on my camera. Okay.